Check it out, y'all. So, Academics had a Twitch podcast where he's pretty much talking to, what's his name, Adam22. And Adam22 was on there talking about how HousePhone had clapped Lena the plug, at some point in time. So it's like, we finna go ahead and just get into it. Because I ain't even think, this happened. This was just like some hearsay. And, Adam's admitting that it did happen. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what he's talking about, man. Let's go.
Issues over the years, but, I mean, I got nothing but love for him, so for sure I would be open-minded about that. But, this is the reason why I wanted to call in. It's because I'm sick of people using this fucking random-ass shit from back in the day that is genuinely not something that I've ever felt awkward about against us, as if it's like this super big deal. So I'm going to give you the timeline from back in the day, all right? So I meet Lena. We hang out like 2 times. And then after that, we didn't see each other for like a couple months. And then...
Hold on. You can't skip past it. Did you have sex when y'all met those 2 times?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So we hang out a couple times. And this is like way back in the day, dude. This is like 2016 when we were still downtown.
Okay.
And then...
Oh, boy. First off, Adam, if the first time you met her, bro, you hung out 2 times with her, and them 2 times, bro, you slept with her both times, bro. She's a 304. Let's keep going.
And so, but she met HousePhone like through me because like even like the first time we hung out, HousePhone just happened to be there, right? And so me and her are like having nothing to do with each other after that, like, and then he hangs out with her like a couple months later, and they end up sleeping together, and then maybe even like a couple weeks or like a month after that, me and her hang out again. And then from there, we start hanging out more and more. And that
a couple weeks? Fool, you tweaking. Oh, my God. Adam, boy, you different, bro. No, you really different. Like, you really different, bro. Like, boy, you different. Because, like, the fact that you said, and about a week later, 2 weeks later, HousePhone did it. And then after HousePhone did it, I came back 2 months later, after I did it the first time, HousePhone did it. And then after that, 2 weeks later, I did it. And then after that, we hung out every day. Boy, you weird, boy. Boy, you weird. And Lena the Plug, I also admit it. Whenever Flacco and Adam and Lena the Plug was on No Jumper, she admitted herself that she was in 2 threesomes. And Adam's sitting over there like, Will Smith, you know what I'm saying? Hearing about all these entanglements and shit. I'm like, damn. This fool different, fool. Like, he different, bro.
Start hanging out more and more, and that kind of like eventually turns us into us dating. So, I mean, I just wanted to put that out there because, to be honest, it was never even like an awkward thing with me and HousePhone. Like, I mean, to be fair, like, this was way before I ever even like had him working for No Jumper. Like, he had been on a few podcasts and shit. But, like, this was way before, like, I put him on the No Jumper show and, like, took him on tour a bunch of times. All that shit was after this. And obviously I knew about it, and I started dating Lena and, like, fell in love with her and
just this narrative that bro is even trying to push, because I don't necessarily believe it. Everything that somebody tries to just tell you off the rip, that you don't necessarily got to believe it. Like, that shit's weird. Like, anything he gonna tell us because he has a side in the situation is gonna be coming from his side of the situation. So why do we have to believe him? So I don't necessarily believe, okay, he told Lena the Plug. I mean, he told HousePhone told him, and everything's just been cool ever since. He been having issues with HousePhone for a minute. Now we know HousePhone, wouldn't show up on some episodes, didn't show up and things like that. But he was having issues with HousePhone for a minute, and it's been showing. He's also been like getting this lineup and roster of people who can kind of be able to replace HousePhone just in case he does leave. That's why he's seeming real like he's getting complacent of him being there, and that's why he's like, I'll probably get him a job type shit. Not saying he owe him a job, but somebody who done put in all that work at your place, and you expose them, and now they mad. Later on after you've already been acting funny with them. You still seem like the bad guy in my eyes. It don't make him seem like they're the bad guy, because it's like you kept them close just so you could just end up trying to fire them later on because they did something with your girl. Like Adam, he seemed like the type of person to do that on me. I feel like he did that low key.
It proposed to her and everything. So I mean, it's just kind of like I just wanted to air it out, just throw it out there because I'm sick of seeing people like.
I ain't gonna lie, they were starting to hold it over your head a little bit. I'm gonna be honest.
What do you say?
They were trying to hold it over your head because the amount of people who sent it to me and the way everybody's like, it's kind of feel like it's a thing where like everybody's giggling about it and maybe you're not in on the joke. Which, you know, I told people, I'm like, at the end of the day,
what's giving it power is just the fact that people are acting like it's this thing that I'm like fucking horrified by. When in reality, I mean, anybody who fucking pays attention to my content knows that I'm a pretty open-minded person sexually, and I mean, me and my girl sleep with different fucking girls every day, and it's just.
Well, you ain't had to say that, like, bro, like, you ain't had to say that. If we all know that, you ain't had to say that part. Like, you ain't say, me and my girl sleep with girls every day. You ain't had to say that. Like, see, why you having to throw extra shit out there? Cause you low-key are feeling some type of way. Yeah, you and your girl sleep with girls every day, but you still feeling some type of way about a man doing something with your woman, bro. Like, don't cap.
Not like
but he's finna cap.
Like, to be honest, it was never even like this awkward thing between me and HousePhone. It was just kind of whatever. Because like, I mean, I could probably honestly think of like 10 girls that me and HousePhone both slept with around that time. The Lena thing is just kind of awkward because, you know, obviously I ended up getting married to her.
Okay, did he tell you? So obviously, well, clearly, and this you know, I was.
It's awkward. Oh, it's awkward. So, since it's awkward and you got some power now, and you got people who can kind of keep your company kind of afloat in the meantime, you're like, okay, it's probably the perfect time for me to kind of let him go and say certain things that I've seen on the Reddit and do certain little passive-aggressive shit that, you know, I don't need to do because that's, at the end of the day, somebody who worked for me. So even if they have something about me that they know, they can go ahead and expose that shit just in self-defense of the fact that I'm going out my way to talk about some shit that they did. See, Adam, he one of them, he just stupid. Like, he be knowing what he doing, and behind his hand, he got everybody around him defending him, and it's crazy, bro. Like, I be seeing straight through it. I couldn't work with him because I be charging Adam up every time. Anytime somebody else come to me sideways about something I done told Adam, like, if I tell Adam and somebody else tells me about something I said to Adam, boy, first of all, I'm charging up who said it, and I'm charging up Adam. I don't care about no, you know, none of that. But Adam's still going to have to catch that charge up. He ain't going to be like, none of that. That's what he going to end up doing. He going to end up coming up with nothing to say, and I'm going to just be sitting there like, why you do all that, see? But at the end of the day, folks on No Jumper, they don't really, they'll call him out, but sometimes it be play, you know. They'll say he did something, but they ain't never gonna do nothing. He ain't never got a squabble, catch no fade. So while he got black folks doing the monkey and shit, you know, he can be absolved of all responsibility. And they gonna all say, no, he ain't gotta fight, he the boss. Type shit. So y'all gonna defend another white boy who got y'all dancing around like monkeys and doing some monkey shit on there. On top of the fact that y'all doing real work, because I ain't gonna say y'all not doing real work. We got y'all doing monkey shit. And y'all gonna look at other folks like they crazy or I don't want to hear none of that shit. So anyways, man, this TP in the place to be, man. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button, man. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation, man. Do y'all feel like, you know, that shit got to him? Oh, hold on. We finna hear a little bit more, and then we finna cut it off.
Clearly, and this you know, I was having a conversation, another separated story that you don't got to do it, but like I was having a conversation with like Freddie Gibbs' ex, right? And I literally adult entertainer. Like, what the fuck? Like, she's like, oh yeah, I got a story to tell. Like, I like some big important stuff, and I wasn't trying to like diminish anything she was trying to say. I'm just like, what the fuck could you tell us about a guy who dated an adult entertainer? Like, tell us. Like, what the fuck could actually be like, oh my God, I needed to hear that. You know what I mean? Obviously, I believe when it comes to like even you, right? Like, you know, people know that just sexually and just like how you've moved, it's just not how definitely not how I've moved, but you've never been shy about it. It's not some shit where, you know what I mean? I think the whole HousePhone thing is happening because he never revealed that. I think you're pretty straightforward with all the shit you do. I don't think you're kind of like hiding shit.
Yeah, I mean, and the weird thing about it is, like, I started seeing Lena before she was a porn star and before I was a porn star. So realistically, like, if I wasn't with Lena, I probably would end up being with another porn star. And, like, every single...
That don't even make sense. You seen her before you was in it, before she was in it. So, if you would have met somebody else, like, would you have tried to get them into it? Because, like, it's like, or you gonna find another porn star? Like, I don't get how you even come up with that idea. You just really just saying some shit. And I feel like you just saying some shit because, you know, if it sounds crazy enough, you know, it'll steer us off that idea. You know, it steers us off track. But no, you doing this shit to HousePhone, like, all this stuff is just coming out of the fact that he slept with Lena, bro. Like, I ain't moving off that point. And I feel like that is what it is. Because it's like, how do you, like, yeah, we slept with 10 girls. And me and my girls, we sleep all the time, bro. You say you're cool with your sexuality. Academics is trying to make it seem like you're cool with your sexuality. But at the end of the day, you said, oh, I have no problem with this. But you're like, I don't like that people keep bringing this up and keep talking about it. You wouldn't even trip if folks was bringing it up if you was cool with it. So if you lying about being cool with it because you tripping about folks bringing it up. So it's either one way or the other, Adam, not both ways. But, man, y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. It's TP the place to be, man. Y'all, like, hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Y'all let me know if Adam, if he seemed like one of them cuckoo type of dudes, because his girl been getting wild, you know, whether she was with him, not with him, she was been getting wild, man. But y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. I'm going to get at y'all in the next one. Y'all stay out the way. And until next time.